Hey, Union Kid, this is the Overdrive on a sock puppet called Over Religious because I decided a while ago that I also would not have a lot of religious content on my channel, mostly for the fact that I do have viewers of different, religions, and some are atheist, and some are Catholic, and some are whatever, right? I really don't know. But what I will say is that I am Catholic, and whatever you have decided to be or choose to believe in is up to yourself. If people start harassing you about it, clearly they probably haven't made the right choice or they're misusing their religion. One thing that really annoys me is when people like to sit behind their belief or non-belief and use it, um, you know, to persecute others, to sit there as an atheist, for example, and say, well, God's the same thing as a unicorn, and I wouldn't worship a unicorn, so why would I worship God? And it's really interesting that they can sit there and say that. For me, an atheist really does believe in something that's not quite like that you can't quite see, and for me, that's science. And I was a biochemistry major for university for a while, so I mean, I have a good belief in science. However, everybody always says science answers the question why. And for me, all it answers is the question how. Science will explain how something happens, but it won't explain why it happens. And for me, religion explains why something happens. I'd like to say that, I'm a normal Catholic person. However, I try to ignore pretty much anything that has to do with the church. And I'm not saying stop going to church. All I'm saying is that any organization, and it's pretty much turned into a corporation at this point, what it was purely intended to be, I'm sure, is a lot different than what it is today. Any organization that would willingly accept a divvied out portion of a person's income when they're on a fixed income, for example, a senior citizen, and consider it justified because, she's helping religion out. Anybody who would do that clearly doesn't have the intentions of, or I should say, the best intentions of God in mind. I like to live by the philosophies before the laws when I consider the possibility of being judged when I die. I find that possibility kind of and the reason for that is because I don't think that the God that I believe in would be the type of God to say, well, I realized that I was kind of vague with the laws I put out there for you to follow, and there's no kind of example for you to see in particular, except for, of course, my son that lived 2,000 years ago, that may or may not be my son. It depends. I believe in Jesus Christ, but, whoever, right? Whoever does, whoever doesn't. What I'm saying is I can't see him at the end of your life saying, okay, well, let's go through the checklist. Okay, followed that, followed that. Oh, there's a problem. You see, when you were 7, you were at the convenience store and you wanted a chocolate bar, but you only had 65 cents, and that chocolate bar was $1. So you took it to the back of the store where there was no camera, and you ate it, and you hit the wrapper. I'm sorry, but that's stealing. You're going to hell. I really don't think that there's a guy up in heaven doing that. I do believe that they won't let you into heaven if you're, really, really bad. I can't see Hitler in heaven or anything like that. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm Christian. That's what I believe. I don't believe exactly what a lot of Christians believe, but that has to do with, circumstances in my own life, I guess. Own experiences and whatnot. Did go to Catholic school for pretty much my entire education, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.